Okay, gentlemen, so today we are going to try to create a version of this that you see here out of your model. So basically what I'm going for here is trying to get you guys to create a print of what you've drawn so that you can compare it to this one, dimension to dimension. Look at, compare the differences. There shouldn't be really any differences. I mean, you might place it in a different spot, but there shouldn't actually be a difference, okay? Now, if your part is finished, this is actually a pretty easy thing to do, all right? So up here in the corner where the design module is and where the manufacturer module is, there's also one called drawing, okay? You want to do drawing from design, because this is clearly not an animation, right? So it's a design. It opens up this tab right here. Okay, full assembly would communicate that you're trying to do all the parts that you can see. And, we want to do all the parts that we can see. We want to do a new drawing, from scratch template. We'll probably bring in a template later. Okay, now size is critical here. All right, we want this to be the size of a standard sheet of paper. It's just easier to work with. It's easier to print. It's easier to process. Okay, so we don't want B size. That's 11 by 17. That's twice the size of a standard sheet of paper. What we want is the second one right here, 11 inches wide by 8.5 tall. If we do the first one, we wind up with a hamburger instead of a hot dog orientation. So I click OK. That should punch me through to here. Now you can see here we have a drawing started. Okay, there's a title block. There's no tolerances or anything like that, but it's basically there. I've got this great little drawing view thing here, okay? And you'll notice what I'm dragging around right now is a view of my part, okay? So a couple of things. First of all, you can pick which view you use, right? Right now it's trying to do the front view for my first view. I'm trying to remember how I did this. All right, so I think what I had classified as the top should be down here like this. But I also need to bump my scale up. So I'm going to change this to 1 to 1. Okay, showing me a much bigger version of it. So I want that one there. And I hit OK. And you'll notice it drops a version of that down there. Okay. After that, on the drawing, I had a projected view. So up here, right next to base view, this is the base view, by the way, there is a thing called projected view. If I click on projected view and I say, I want to project this and I want to do a side view, it automatically figures out a side view. If I want to do an end view, it automatically figures out an end view. And obviously this is the third one. This is the isometric, the little 3D view. Hit OK. Boom. I got all of them. All right. It needs some tweaks, but the basics are now here. All right. I'm not going to expect you to do the magnified view at the bottom corner. Okay, it's not necessary for our purposes. This is to verify that your model is the correct size, and you don't need that view to verify pretty much everything. So what you're going to do here then is you're going to start dropping dimensions in this bad boy, okay? And use your print as a reference, all right? So I can come in here and I can hit the dimension key. By the way, the dimension key is right here. And then I can, for example, touch on here, drag off to the side, and it gives me radius of 0.58. It's supposed to say 0.575. It's rounding right now. So what I need to do is I need to go in here into, I think it's document settings. Yeah. Precision. And we want to turn the precision up to 3 decimals. We hit OK. Now all of a sudden it says 0.575, just like the original print. Some other sizes. I can, for example, click the dimension key, click the center point of this circle, and the center point of this circle, pull up, and get the size between those two center points on those hexes. I could do the same thing, obviously. Oh, I don't want to chain anything. I could select here and select here and get a bigger size. Okay. This system allows me to basically document anything I need. All right. If I click on, got to pay attention to which one you click on to, because I clicked on the wrong one there. Don't worry about, none of these are dimensioned by the inside of the chamfer. They're always dimensioned by the outside of the chamfer. But basically, just within here, there's a few things that allow you to do stuff. Now, if you want to put a center point somewhere, there is a center mark feature. You can actually take this and you can click on a circle and it puts little crosshairs there. which is really, really